शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्महेदि वेदस्य महानीस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रभासि अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्ददामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारमवतु भक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। बीजस्यान्तरिमां पुरो जगदिदं प्राग्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महा योगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः।
ब्रह्मसूत्र भाष्य क्लास नंबर 75।
अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तु समन्वयात्। Fourth sutra, as we already seen, has got two varnakas. Varnakas are what? Pakshantara, Vyakhyana, interpretations, two interpretations. They correspond to two different Purva Pakshas. First Varnaka is already over. Vedant Purva Paksha is what? Vedanta doesn't reveal, means Vedantic sentences do not reveal Brahma. What then? What do they? Because then they can't be redundant. No, they do reveal karmanga, karma shesha, like devata, the means of this karma. Like this, they reveal. Answer was given samanvaya. The purport of all the Vedantic sentences is in Nirguna Brahma, so that cannot be said. No, See, Brahma has no result, and therefore, like Arthavada Vakya, these Vedantic sentences need to be connected to some other Vidhi as a Vidhi Shesha. That was refuted. Arthavada Vakyas, or in Karma Kanda, certain sentences which describe existing things have to be connected to Vidhi because they by themselves are Nishphala. Arthavada Vakyas are Bhutavada. Bhutavada means Bhuta means Siddha, that which describes an existing thing. So Arthavada Vakyas or Bhutavadas, they have no result on their own, and a Vedic sentence can never be fruitless. They have to be connected where? To Vidhi. But you can't apply that norm to Vedanta. Why? Vedanta speaks of Brahma, whose knowledge itself is Safala. And what is the Safalata? Mithya Ajnana is destroyed, Samsara gone for once forever, discovery of Paramananda Swarupa Brahma, free from all the sorrow. So that means Arthavada norm cannot be applied to Vedanta. Vedanta do reveal Brahma independent of action. So that is one, the first Varnaka is over. Now, apare apratyavatishthanti. What is apare? Vrittikaraha. Earlier people were bhattaha. So these are vrittikara. Some these are the, in that many can fit in, because different types of notions are there. So vrittikaraha. So they say these people accept one thing. What they accept? Vedanta does reveal Brahma, but they contend not as you say. What Vedanta says, Brahma Jnana gives moksha, that they don't accept. Vedanta does reveal Brahma, but how? As a Shesha to Upasana Vidhi. Why? According to these people, moksha is possible only by Upasana. And why? Because he is going to argue. Many Vedantic sentences are there. Tavya pratyaya is there. Atmavare drashtavyaha. Tavya means what? Should be. Means what happens? It is a vidhi, injunction. Upasita. Like this is going to be quoted as such afterwards in course of time. So like this, there is an injunction, potential mood is there, imperative mood is there, an injunction is there, vidhi is there. So therefore, Vedanta moksha is gained by upasana. Now, when you are asked to do upasana, what is the next upasana? Not Vegasura, what is the next question? On what? Upasana of what? Who has to tell this? Times of India? Vedas have to come and tell us. Vedanta tells us. So therefore, there are upasana vidhi. There are vidhis whose subject is upasana. That is what Havis put. 66, first line. Pratipatti vidhi vishayataya means there is vidhi for pratipatti. What is pratipatti? Upasana. There is a vidhi for upasana. And the upasana vidhi is there. Next question is that upasana of what? So therefore, as a vishaya, a subject of upasana, Brahma is presented. And what you have to do? You have to take to meditation on Brahma, upasana of Brahma, whereby you will get moksha. That is what the contention of who? Purva Paksha. Then he gives an example. What is the example? See, Vedas speak of Yupa, Ahavaniya, fire. Again, Indra. Do you know any of these in the world? Indra, have you seen? Mr. Indra, you might have. Mr. Indra. but Indra. So you have to what? They are from alaukika. The word used is what? Not in the Tika uses. Alaukika. Alaukika means otherworldly things. Yupa, Ahavaniya, again Indra. Now who has to come and tell us? Vedas. So that likewise, for that is what Vedas says. Yupa means an octagonal wooden post prepared by the carpenter. It has to be done that way. Who tells you? Veda. Ahavaniya, a particular consecrated fire which is handed over in the lineage, etc. So that is that word. Indra, Vajrahastaha Purandaraha, the one who wields the thunder bolt, Vajra. So that's what, like that. Here Upasana is told. Question is, what is Brahma? Whose Upasana will give us moksha? Who tells us? Vedanta. Now you have to separate now. Vedanta tells us this is the Brahma and whose Upasana you have to do. But it doesn't mean that by knowledge of Brahma you are going to give moksha. So this is the contention of the Vrittikara. Entire bhashya now up to the end of fourth sutra, bhashya, page 99 is answer to this second Varnaka. On 16 counts, the Puravaksha is repeated. This bhashya is literally, you see, first you should know the separate topics. Topics means arguments, etc. 16 arguments are taken. One by one and establish. No, it is Brahma directly whose knowledge is the remedy for samsara determination. So that is how it is. Now take page 60. We have to take bhashya from Kutayetat. Before that, take the Tika, line 3, page 67. It's like this. Sir, what are you doing? We have already told you when we have proved the Samanvaya that Vedanta establishes Brahma not just arbitrarily, not just like that. Based on 6 criteria, Shadlingas. When it is ascertained that with the help of 6 Shadlingas, Upakrama, Upasamhara, etc., and we have already proved that Brahma is the subject matter of Vedanta, what are you talking about? The Upasana, etc. He argues, you'll see that in Tika. No, look here. Any Shastra has to be interpreted. This Purapaksha, a Shastra. I have to tell repeatedly when Purapakshas are there, because you are industrious in taking notes. If Purapaksha, I already told you, if Purapaksha has written a Siddhanta and say somebody who knows it says, who taught you? Will say, who taught you? He will not say you have committed a mistake. Who taught you? It happens in Vedic chanting. See, these orthodox people, some new person chants, etc., and mistakes, they will slowly come. Who taught you? Who taught you? This fellow has committed mistake, they won't know. Anyway, so like that, say, you should be very careful about what is Purapaksha and see, Shastrartha Nirnaya has to be ascertained by seeing the conduct of knowledgeable people who are called as Vriddhaha, Aptaha, means trustworthy people who have studied the Shastras and they are conducting themselves according to the Shastra. So that is a norm, this is according to them, that is a norm to be applied to ascertain the meaning of the Shastra. Now he is going to quote us. See, these are the Aptaha telling Veda speaks of only action. It can be karma, it can be manasa, kriya, upasana. So therefore, there is no room for any other thing. Brahma also is one of that, whose upasana has to be taken too. So this is what the contention, let us see what the Tika says. Nanu उक्त षड्विध लिंगैः तात्पर्य विषयस्य ब्रह्मणः कुतः विधिशेषत्वम् इति शंकते कुतः एतत्. Now see the bhashya first. Kutaha etat. Kutaha etat means why is this so? How this is this so? This means what? Brahma as the Vidishesha. Why do you say so? How do you say so? That is what the question. Who asked this question? No, Vedanti. Now be careful about these nanus. There are many nanus will come. This is why. See, look here. It is not that Purusha. Argument is there. See, like this. Some is there. Sir, here. Means I have a point to contradict you. Like that. There is nanu. No. Indeed, not what you said is correct. It can be anybody can say. In the argument, either this side can say to contradict the other person, that person can say to contradict the other person. So therefore, don't go with the norm. Nanu means pura pipi. Somebody was telling his boss initial was pipi. Pura Paksha is giving headache. PP is giving headache. So like that. So therefore, don't take Nanu means Purveda. This is nothing in Tikatra. In the Bhasha it is going to come now. Nanu. And many have committed a blunder. Because Nanu, it is Siddha Vedanti says, they have put it Purvaksha. It happened. Once happened, I came across a very small Brahma Sutra Vritti. Very crisp. You need not scratch your head and go in the long thing. What is the subject of each sutra was that? It was by Gujarati Printing Press, Fort area. Whole say. And I started canvassing. This is the best one. I didn't read completely. I started giving also, etc. Once I was reading Anandamaya Adhikarana, exactly the fellow has committed the blunder. Pura Paksha has put a Siddhanta as and I had to tell Are Baba, wo fake do. Don't touch that book. So like that it happened. So anyway, so you have to see the context. So the context. So they say, no, sir, listen, this is by Vedanti, you make a note there. This is the objection by Vedanti. See, sir, Ukta Shadvidha Lingaihi. What are those? Upakrama Upasamvara, Abhyasa, Apurvata, Phala, Arthavada, Upapatti. By these 6 lingas criteria, this is Tatparya Vishayasya Brahmanaha, when the Tatparya, the purport, ascertained purport of Vedanta is decided as what? Brahmana. Kutaha Vidisheshatvam. How is it possible to say that it is a Shesha Anga for Vidhi? So that is what is it. Kutaha etat. Now in Bhashya, this Kutaha etat is by whom? Vedanti. Whereas Pravrutti, Nivrutti, Prayojanatvat, Shastra, etc. That is by who? The Purapakshi, the Vrittikara. So before that, you see, take Tika continuing. Vruddha Vyavaharena hi Shastra Tatparya Nishchaya. This is what he has to say. See, Vyavahara means conduct. By seeing the conduct of Vruddhas. Vruddha necessarily doesn't mean elderly people. It means Aptaha. Aptaha means trustworthy people. Vruddha can mean a venerable people, venerable person, a saint, a sage. Vruddha can mean a sage, a saint, or a venerable person. By seeing their conduct, Shastra Tatparya Nishchayaha. So what is ascertained? The Tatparya of the Shastra is ascertained. Now the question is, who are those Vruddhaha? Here, Purvapaksha takes the Vruddha Shabaraswami and who? Jaimini. Yes, they are Vruddhaha, but where? In Karmakanda. See, if they quote their Tata, we have also our Tatas. So, Shankaracharya will quote. We will say Gaudapadacharya will quote as such. We will quote Gaudapadacharya. Now then what has happened? So that is, they say something, these say something, therefore what? Therefore you are studying Brahma Sutra Bhashya. Because that, see, only because their Tata says is not there, because our Tata says not that, it needs to be discussed. It needs to be analyzed. That is what is called as Mimamsa Pujita Vichara. Pura Mimamsa also is Pujita Vichara, but subject is confined to Dharma, Karmakanda. Whereas Brahma Jignasa also is Mimamsa, subject pertains to Brahma, and earlier notions about the Pura Mimamsa, they have to be thrashed in their proper context. So that is why the discussion is there. Says, Vruddha Vyavaharena Shastra Tatparya Nishchaya. What is Vruddha Vyavahara? Tika says, Vruddha Vyavaharecha, in the conduct of such venerable person, Shrotuhu Pravritti Nivritti Uddishya Apurva Prayoga Drishyate. There is Apurva Prayoga, alternate reading is correct, you can correct it. Apta Prayoga. Apurva Prayoga, in other we have found in other books, is the correct reading as a Apta Prayoga. First let us see what is Apurva here. Here Apurva in this context means wonderful, extraordinary. Means in the extraordinary, if you take Apurva, in the extraordinary conduct of who? Vruddhaha. What is seen? Shrotuhu Pravritti Nivritti Uddishya Prayogaha Drishyate. Means about the Vedic injunctions, what this sentence, what they say, their main concern is, or main subject is Pravritti, doing something, Nivritti, abstaining from certain things. So therefore, Uddishya Prayogaha. Prayogaha means performance, application, Drishyate. It means only this much. If you see the conduct of Vruddha people with respect to Shastra Nirnaya, they do certain things, they abstain from other things. What does it mean? Therefore, Shastra Tatparya is Pravritti and Nivritti. Apta is better because Apta is a trustworthy person. A trustworthy person. That is the same person, is a venerable person, a trustworthy person. So therefore, the conduct of the trustworthy person based on Shastra is seen in terms of Pravritti and Nivritti. And therefore he concludes, Ataha Shastrasyapi te eva prayojane. For Shastra also is te. Te means what? Those two. What are those? Pravritti and Nivritti are the prayojana, the purpose of the Shastra. Do something good, abstain something from something that is bad. Techa, whether it is Pravritti and Nivritti, Karya Jnana Janne. You have to take to something, you should get the knowledge of doing that. You should get away from something, you should know the knowledge of abstaining from that. Te means what? Pravritti and Nivritti, both are born of the knowledge of them. So therefore, Techa Karya Jnana Janne, born of knowledge of action. Iti, because of this reason, Karya Paratvam Shastrasya. Shastra speaks of what? Karya means karma. Paratvam, Karya Bodhakatvam. Karya Paratvam, Karya Bodhakatvam. ततः कार्यशेषत्वं ब्रह्मणः इति आह. Brahma is described by whom? Shastra. Now see, Shastra don't straight away say scriptures, etc. What is the context? Vedas. And in that also, you have to see the context, whether he is referring to Karmakanda or Jnanakanda. So they have to see the context as well. That is, in that sense, the word Shastra is used. Now here, Shastrasya, so that is, he takes at Vedanta here. Tataha karyasheshatvam brahmana iti. Brahma is revealed by Shastra. What is that? Vedanta. An entire Veda is meant for pravritti or nivritti. So therefore, Brahma must be a anga shesha for karya karma. Pravritti, nivritti. Read it.
प्रवृत्ति निवृत्ति प्रयोजनत्वात् शास्त्रस्य तथा हि शास्त्र तात्पर्यविदः आहुः. दृष्टो हि तस्यार्थः कर्मावबोधनम् इति. चोदना इति क्रियायाः प्रवर्तकं वचनम्. तस्य ज्ञानम् उपदेशः. तद्भूतानां क्रियार्थेन
समाम्नायः.
आम्नायस्य क्रियार्थत्वात् अनर्थक्यम् अतदर्थानाम्
इति च. प्रवृत्ति निवृत्ति प्रयोजनत्वात् शास्त्रस्य. The question why Vedantin was kutahayeta. Why is this so? How is this so? What is that Brahma is Shesha for Vidhi? Answer. Answer by who? Purvapaksha Vrittika. Because Pravrutti Nivrutti Prayojanatvat Shastrasya. Because the Prayojana, the purpose, the utility of the Shastra is either Pravrutti, taking to a positive action, or Nivrutti, abstaining from action, withdrawal from action. So this is it. How do you say so? Tatha hi shastra tatparya vidaha ahu. That is tika. Shastrasya niyoga paratve vruddha sammatim ah. So now you should be able to see the tika portion continuing. Every time I can't give you line number. Shastrasya niyoga paratve. That is, Shastra speaks of niyoga, niyoga vidhi. Synonyms are going to be given about this vidhi. So therefore, niyoga paratve means Shastra is vidhi bodhakatve. Shastrasya vidhi bodhakatve. Shastra, that is Veda, whether Vedanta or Karmakanda, speaks of vidhi to this effect. Vruddha sammatim aha. Sammati means approval. Approval of Vruddha means venerable persons is being told. Tathahi, etc. What is Tathahi? Tathahi means for, because of this reason or so. Shastra tatparya vidaha ahu. So means what? Tatha means what? Shastra speak of vidhi. So, and whatever that is not actual vidhi should be connected to vidhi. Here he says upasana, upasana vidhi. So that is it. So therefore, accordingly, Shastra tatparya vidaha. Now you should know the exact meaning of who are these Shastra tatparya vid. Those who are well versed in Purva Mimamsa. Context is so. Shastra tatparya vidaha means those who are adept, well versed in Purva Mimamsa. Here Shastra is Purva Mimamsa. Vidaha ahu. They say. What do they say? Say, Drishtaha hi tasya arthaha karmavabodhanam iti. First he quotes Shabaraswami from Shabara Bhashya of Jaimini Sutra. So this sentence, drishtaha hi, etc., is from the Shabara Bhasha on first sutra, first adhyaya 111. First adhyaya, first pada, first sutra, athato dharma jidnyasa. On that. It is a Jaimini Sutra, not a Brahma Sutra. So, drishtaha hi tasya arthaha karma avabodhanam. Tasya means vedasya, of Veda. Arthaha, prayojanam, purpose, utility, meaning. Arthaha, he means well known. This Shastra, Vriddha Sammati, Vriddha Sammati, he, it should be taken this way. Anvaya can be taken this way. Karmavabodhanam hi tasya arthaha drishtaha. Karmavabodhanam, karmanaha avabodhanam. Avabodhanam means jnanam, knowledge. Knowledge of karma. Knowledge of karma. He means prasiddhi. What prasiddhi? The Vriddha Sammati. So, tasya arthaha, tasya means vedasya, arthaha, prayojanam, drishtaha is seen to be so, ascertained to be so by those who are adept in karma, mimamsa, purva, mimamsa. Iti. This is one statement of Shabara Swami. Shabara Swami, Shabara Bhashya. That means. Another sentence. Chodana iti kriyayaha pravartakam vachanam. So, Anvaya. Kriyayaha pravartakam vachanam chodana iti. What is chodana? It says, because athato dharma jidnyasa. Question is, what is dharma? No, that dharma is defined as chodana lakshanaha dharma. Second sutra. So dharma is characterized by chodana. The question comes, what is chodana? So who has to explain now? Bhashyakara has to explain. So therefore say, so kriyayaha pravartakam vachanam. A vachana, a sentence which is pravartaka. Pravartaka means preraka, that which urges, that which impels, that which stimulates to take to kriya karma. So therefore, kriyayaha pravartakam vachanam chodana iti. Chodana is a sentence that prompts a person to take to a karma or upasana, that is chodana. Iti vachanam. This is by who? Vriddha Sammati, Shabara Swami. Now he goes a step above. Jaimini himself tells. So, after all, Shabara Swami has commented on Jaimini Sutra. Now Jaimini himself, the author of Sutra, Jaimini Sutra himself, says that is it. Before that, after tathahi ityadina, tika is over, then take this. Now see, you are going to come across these words very often. What are those? Kriya, karyam, niyogaha, vidhihi, dharmaha, apurvam. And every time you will start scratching your head. So, Tikakara helps you, my dear sir. All these are synonyms. So, if you don't know this, see, even Kriya and Karma, big problem. Why he has to be used that? These are all synonyms. So, what are those? Kriya, again Karya. So we say Karyam, thing to be done, we translate that way. But here all Vidhi only as such. So, Kriya, Karya, Niyoga. Just now the Tika had used this word Niyoga, Vidhi. Vidhi. niyogah vidhi. Dharma, see, even dharma, but see, synonyms means you have to see the context. In the context you have to see. Otherwise dharma can mean punya also, yes, apurva can mean punya also, that, but here it is to be seen the context, but all are bhai behno sab. Sab bhai behno hai. So therefore kriya karyam niyogah vidhi dharma apurvam iti anarthantaram. उधर अनर्थ नहीं है, उधर न अर्थांतरम. They don't have separate meanings. In one word is what? Synonyms. They are synonyms. What is the synonym? Ekarthavachaka shabda. Means they convey one and the same meaning. For that he says, let us see the Shabara sentence, first one. Drishto hi, Tika says, Kaha Vedarthaha. What is the prayojana? Artha means prayojana of Veda. Iti akanshaya. When such expectation or necessity to know is there, Shabara bhasha krita uktam drishto hi. Shabara bhashya krita. You know, what is that krita? By the author of Shabara bhashya. You see, like the word is Shabara bhashya krit. Vedanta krit, Veda videva chaham. Lord Krishna says, Vedanta krit. Who is the author of Vedanta? Me, Parameshwara says. Lord Krishna says, me as Parameshwara is the author of the Vedanta, and Veda with Vedanta with Vedakrut also, Vedanta Krut also. Now, who is the Shabara Bhashya Krut? Shabara Swami. Don't say Shabara. Shabara Swami. Shabara Swami says, what is that? Drishto hi tasyarthaha. What is the meaning of tasya? Vedasya. We have already seen this thing. Then, again, we already seen कार्यम वेदार्था इति अत्र चोदना सूत्रस्थम भाष्यम आह. We have already seen, we are just connecting what we have seen in the bhashya. Chodana iti kriyayaha pravartakam vachanam. So why this is said? Karyam vedartham. The purpose of Veda is karya, karma. We have seen the synonyms now. Iti atra, to this effect. Chodana sutrastam bhashyam ah. What is cited is the bhashya. What bhashya? Shabara bhashya contained in Chodana sutra. Chodana lakshanaha dharmaha. That is 112 Jaimini sutra. Ah tells, said. Kaha ah? Come on, tell me. Shabara bhashya? No. Bhashyakara? No. Pura paksha? Vrittikaraha? Yes. It isn't bhashya, but who says Pura paksha? Which, and who is that Pura pakshi? Vrittikara. Vrittikara. So all this you have to see. You should be little alert. Chodana iti. Fine. That is, meaning is given. Chodana iti kriyayaha pravartaka vachanam. Kriyayaha, its meaning is niyogasya. Kriyayaha in tika, niyogasya. Jnanadvara pravartakam vakyam. A sentence which is pravartaka means which prompts to take to kriya through the knowledge of how to take to kriya. Pravartakam vakyam. Chodana. Definition. That is what is chodana. Means the means of the vakya, the vachana. In the mula is vachana is there. Bhashya it is vachana is there. So vachana means vakyam. That is through the knowledge, the sentence which prompts one to take to kriya, karma, upasana or vidhi, that is what is chodana iti aha. This way he has quoted who? Vruddha. And who is that Vruddha? Shabara Swami. He goes a step ahead. Jaimini himself is telling. Tika. Shabara Swami sammatim uktva. Uktva. Having told the sammati, the approval of Shabara Swami, Jaimini sammatim aha. Sammati, the consent of Jaimini also is told to this effect. What is it? Tasya jnanam upadeshaha. Sutra 115. Tasya. Tasya means dharmasya, karmasya, jnanam. What is jnana here? Here jnana means jnana sadhanam. Jnana sadhanam is upadeshaha, is the instruction, teaching of vidhi. Upadesha means teaching of vidhi in this context. Tasya. Tasya means karmasya, not karmasya. Karmanaha, okay, not karmasya. Karman it is. Karmanaha or it is dharmasya. So that is dharmasya, it is there, is jnanam. Jnana means jnayate anena iti jnanam in this context. That by which the knowledge of, that is karma or dharma, is gained, means jnana sadhana, is upadeshaha, is the teaching or the instruction of the Veda in terms of vidhi. Take the tika. Tasya. Tasya is dharmasya. Jnapakam. The one that teaches. Teaching. Jnapakam means teaching. Is what? Apaurusheya vidhivakyam. Vidhivakya. A vidhi sentence of Veda, which is apaurusheya, and itself is what? Upadesha. That is the meaning of Upadesha in the Jaimini Sutra. And therefore, that Vidhivakya Upadesha is not different from Dharma. Tasya. Tasya means Vidhivakyasya Upadeshasya. By the by, Vidhi word is masculine. Only because ikara either, don't take it as a feminine word, it is masculine word. There are such some words. That is the beauty of Sanskrit. One and the same thing has got words in neuter, masculine, and this. Wife, kalatram dar, patni, like this. So that is the beauty of it. So kalatram, neuter. So therefore, fine. See. That doesn't mean, while giving these names, Jyoti. Jyoti word is a common in Sanskrit, and Ikara is there. They take it as feminine. It is neuter. It should not be given to the girls. There are certain rules are there. It should. किसी को दिया तो चुप रहना. Even that is this what is called compounds. Compound. Pankaja. Pankajayate. Pankaja. Generally not given. The name should be straightforward, simple. There are certain rules and norms are there. Anyway, ठीक है. So there is a vidhi word is masculine in gender. Tasya means tika, last but one line. Tasya vidhivakyasya, that is upadeshasya. Dharmena avyatirekat. Avyatirekat means not bhinna, abhinnatvat. is not different from dharma. Means vidhi itself is dharma. So therefore, tasya dharmasya means that is jnanam upadeshaha. So that is what vidhi vakya. So therefore, what Vedas speak of? Vidhi vakya. See, actually, Jaimini doesn't mean that all Vedas speak of karma. No, who is his guru? Vyas, thappad milega. And Vyasa's disciple worthy of writing sutras on karma kanda. Do you mean to say he is so ignorant about the other thing as that? No, but he has made it clear. He is analyzing dharma, because people take to wrong interpretation and they don't know how a specific thing is to be done. So therefore, there are conflicting statements also. So therefore, he is ascertaining dharma. So Brahma, he knows. Do you mean to say Jaimini didn't know that Brahma Sutras are not? And why Vyasa is a, hey, tum karo ye, humko ye kaam hai. So that is his disciple. And who taught Karma Kanda to Jaimini? Vyasa. And do you mean to say Vyasa is hostile to Karma Kanda? But you should know the context, use of what is for what. So these people afterward, they got so much involved in that, cut off from the right perspective of overall view of the entire goal of life, and started interpreting like the modern high-tech medicine. They go on linear way. One thing they all go on probing. Somebody said, bypass was successful, patient collapsed because of renal failure. And that medicine is from where? Given for the bypass surgery only as such as that. So they go only one way. That way, see, Ayurveda, homeopathy, they see the entire constitution body as a whole as such. Otherwise, for one to counteract, they see only one remedy, and to counteract that, they have to do this thing. There are many things are like. I read sometime. It was there is one Dr. B.M. Hegde. I think he is about 75, etc. He is a vice chancellor of university. I think he may be retired now. He is a visiting professor to many of the foreign universities except Africa and South America. He is that way, sir. And still they are practicing cardiologists. 4-5 degrees from UK, 1 from US, etc. He is writing about this, etc. He is not against, he is himself a cardiologist, but the shortcomings of this modern high-tech medicine, except in emergency. In emergency, yes. Emergency high-tech medicine, marne wale ko khech ke laega. But here at one place he says, in 1 year, in a specific year, this is the statistics of America, 9 lakhs people died of iatrogenic diseases. You know what is iatrogenic diseases? Doctor-induced diseases. Means that is there. So, not that other therapies are foolproof. But you have to say, there is one way, one track of thinking. That is what our concern here is. One track of thinking. You separate the karma kanda and separate the, that is the jnana. There are Mahabhagas and jnana kanda also. They outright condemn karma. So, no, karma is necessary. Why? Chittasya shuddhaye, Vivek Chudamani, just we are saying. Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastu palabdhaye. Karma is meant to gain the antakarana shuddhi, but natu vastu palabdhaye, not to gain the brahma jnana. Now suppose without doing the secondary education, this fellow goes to higher education, how is it possible? So that doesn't mean that he has to sit in the secondary high school all lifelong, etc. So that is how it is. So therefore, what is what, for whom, etc. is to be seen properly. So now they stick to only karma kanda, and therefore they are saying Jaimini never meant it. We will see Jaimini sutras afterwards. Jaimini never says that Veda speaks of only karma. Of course, as we proceed in a particular context, I will quote the Jaimini sutra itself. That with Jaimini says Vedas is a pramana to reveal not only karma. It is so in the karma kanda, to reveal unknown thing but fruitful. Fruitful, safala. Safala and ajnata. That is the norm. Veda is the pramana to reveal you something that is unknown and which is useful. It can be karma, it can be Brahma. So that is that even Jaimini admits it. We will see in the proper context afterward. The context comes there. Tikakara explains. So that he says. So that we say tasya we have seen. Tasya means vidivakyasya upadesha dharmena avatireka. Avatireka. So avatireka ityartha. Tika continuing. This is a connection to the next sutra of Jaimini. Tad bhutanam kriyarthena samamnayah. So it says padanam karyanvitarthe shakti iti atra sutram pathati. This is the contention of the Purvapaksha, and he puts in the mouth of Jaimini. What he says? Kriya padanam. See, there is a way of seeing like this. Some people say words, pada shabdas, words convey meaning when they are in company of action or connected to action, which is called as karyanvitartha. Words have got karyanvitartha, means they convey meaning only when they are in connection with karya, thing to be done. There is other way of looking at it. Anvitartha. Anvitartha means words directly reveal the meaning. Vedanta accepts this, and it doesn't accept that words can convey meaning only through connection to some action. Is not accepted by Vedanta. So Vedanta accepts that Anvitartha. Anvitartha means the words have got the capacity to impart its meaning, make you know its meaning, independent of action. This tussle is going to come. These two this thing are going to come in course of time, etc. So therefore, now he says, padanam of words, karyanvitarthe shakti iti atra. To this effect, sutram pathati. Which sutra? Jaimini sutra. What is that? Tad bhutanam kriyarthena samamnaya. Let us see the meaning. Tikakara nicely explains. Tat. Tat means tatra. Tika last line. Explain the Jaimini sutra. Tat means tatra. Tatra means where? Vede. Bhutanam. Siddhartha nishthanam padanam. Bhutana means what? See, the Bhutana means the word from the sutra. What is that? The words which are Siddhartha Nishtha. Siddhartha Nishtha means the words which reveal existing things. Siddha Vastu, Bhutartha Vastu, Bhuta Vastu. Words centered around existing things. They are Bhutanam. What is it? Kriyarthena karyavachina ling adi padena, by the potential mood etc. which speaks of karyavachina. Karyavachina means that is the words which express, indicate the karya, the karma, the vidhi, the action. Ling adi padena. Ling is potential mood. Adi for lot. Lot is imperative mood. And then tavya, a krut pratyaya, a krudanta. A krut pratyaya, pratyaya means affix, by which potential passive participles are formed from roots. For example, kartavya. Kru, kartavya should be done. Man, mantavya should be thought over. Like this. That is, tavya is a krut pratyaya, a krut affix by which potential passive participles are formed from the verbal roots. So that's why they say this phrase comes. Ling lot tavya. You should the moment you say ling lot tavya means where an injunction is there, must be done. So ling lot tavya. Ling adipadena samamnayaha. Samamnayaha means sahocharanam, means they should be read with. They should be read along with what? Ling lot tavya. Jaimini certainly means, you know what is that? Suppose in Veda, Dadhi is mentioned, curd. Soma is mentioned, Soma juice. Bhutartha vasu, Bhutanishta or not. Now, there is no Kriya, but where is it? Karmakanda, not in Vedanta. Vedanta, Dadhi nahi hai, Som kuch nahi hai. So in Karmakanda, you have to read it with a Kriyavachi sentence. He's right. But these people are bringing it out of context and trying to apply to Vedanta. That is the only thing. Samamnayaha. See, one thing. Only because karma is dismissed, don't look down upon karma. Don't look down upon Purvamimamsa. It is a Shastra. But what is wrong is that misinterpretation. That is wrong. That should be understood. That's all. Analysis is for that purpose only. So samamnayaha means sahocharanam kartavyam. Means in the Karmakanda, words which describe existing things should be read along with Kriyavachi Vakya. That's what is that. Tad bhutanam kriyarthena samamnayaha. Tika continued, next page. Why so? Padartha jnanasya. Because padartha jnana is what? Vakyartha rupa karyadhi nimittatva. Nimittatva being the means to gain the dhi. Dhi means knowledge. Knowledge of what? Karya. The action which is in the form of vakyartha. The sentence means because padartha jnana, the meaning of the word is the means to know karya, which is in the form of vakyartha, meaning of a sentence. The meaning of that sentence is because padartha jnana, the word meaning, is the means, sadhana, to know karya, the thing to be known, done, which is in the form of vakyartha. In what it means is karyanvitarthe shaktani padani. I'm just giving a sample so that you should not get flabbergasted by tika. It's simple it is. Padani. Padani means what? Words. Words are karyanvitarthe, in the meaning connected to this action. Shaktani. Shaktani means they have got the direct meaning. It means like this. Words have their main meaning, what is called as Shaktyartha. That's what is called Shaktani. Shaktyartha in this contrast to Gaunartha. Shaktyartha in company with Karya. In company with means Anvita. Words have their main meaning in company with something to be done. They say elsewhere it is discussed, which is wrong. So why? Because a father was facing the corridor of a maternity nursing home. Very grave, because already 2 daughters were there. So after some time, nurse came and told, you have got a son. And he is so very happy. Other person who was looking there from somewhere, he knew the context and he saw him very happy. He got a son. Now tell me what action is involved. What action? It shows only existence of the son. Other action there. He may send 100 SMS to other, and he may run to the KG the school to book that. Long back I saw one Lakshman's cartoon. Somebody is running, and then he says he is running to the school to reserve the seat for KG for the son who is just now born. That action is different. But son, putraha, what Siddhartha? There is no, you need not connect it to some action. So therefore, but this is karyanvitartha. A word can give meaning only in company with, we say it is anvitartha. Anvitartha means direct, but context has to be seen. Because same word can give different meaning in different context. So anvitartha. But these people argue karyanvitarthe shaktani padani, he says, karyavachi padena saha padartha smriti dwara. So therefore, through that is karyavachi pada, a word which specifies action, refers to ling, lot, tavya. Karyavati pada refers to ling, lot, tavya. So padena saha, with that, padartha smriti dwara, by the remembrance of the meaning of the word which is bhuta vastu, it says karyam eva vakyartham bodhayanti. The meaning of the sentence is what? Karyam eva, not simply existing thing. So that is what say. Amnayasya, take that. Amnayasya kriyarthatvat anarthakyam atadarthana. Meaning is, since this has come earlier, we have already seen it. Since, if you want, you can take the meaning. Since the Veda is meant for action, karma, karya. Since the Veda is meant for action, because this repeatedly this comes. After also it is going to come as well. Since the Veda is meant for actions, you can put like sacrifices, etc. The Vakyas therein, Vakyas in the Vedas, which are devoid of the action, are useless. Anarthakyam, futile. Since the Veda is meant for action, like sacrifices, etc., the Vakyas therein, means in the Vedas, according to them, which are devoid of, without the action, are useless. Amnayasya kriyarthatvat anarthakyam atadarthana iti cha. So therefore what happened now? Purvapaksha says, even Jaimini says that all sentences are meant for action. Even the words which have no action have to be connected to action. So this is what he says. What is the result of that? Phalitam ahatika. Ataha. Read.
अतः पुरुषं क्वचित् विषय विशेषे प्रवर्तयत् कुतश्चित् विषय विशेषात्
निवर्तयच्च
निवर्तयच्च अर्थवत् शास्त्रम.
Therefore, Shastra is purposeful, either prompting to take to some action or prompting to desist from other action. And anything else that is going to say is useful in connection to pravritti and nivritti, in connection to vidhi and shesha.
भद्रन्नो अभिवादयमनः. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकमसत् कल्पार्थकं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान्. यत्साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भो निधौ. तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये. अशुभानि निराचष्टे तनोति शुभसन्ततिं. स्मृतिमात्रेण यत्पुंसां ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं परम्. अतिकल्याणरूपत्वात् नित्यकल्याणसंश्रयात्. स्मर्तॄणां वरदत्वाच्च ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं विदुः. ओङ्कारश्चार्थशब्दश्च द्वावेतौ ब्रह्मणः पुरा. कण्ठं भित्त्वा विनिर्यातौ तस्मान् माङ्गलिका उभौ. ॐ अथ